Hey YouTube, this is Chaos45, and what is life worth to you? I can't answer that question, nor do I want to. Just a little food for thought. What is your life worth? What you have on the table here is the ACR ResQLink Plus. And this is a personal locator beacon, and I think it's an awesome product. There is some other products available on the market. I know that they are messengers and they have an SOS feature. That works on a totally different technology, and I'll briefly talk about those. A couple that come to mind are the DeLorme InReach, and that's a two-way unit. It works on the Iridium satellite network, and it requires a monthly subscription. They're saying $9.95 on the low end. I think there's a couple different services available. What they don't tell you, though, is that doesn't cover tax, and I'm imagining there being some hidden fees in there, and it requires a 1-year contract with them, and I believe you have 7 days a year to cancel it. It just seems a little gimmicky, the way that their service is presented. It is not a bad product by any means. I can't speak on its reliability. I don't have any experience with it. I just am going off what reviews I've read and doing a little homework on it. And that unit is $299 plus whatever subscription you have to buy with it. And basically it's a two-way text messenger that runs on satellites. There's a Spot Gen 3, and that is a one-way device. You pre-program that with a couple different messages, and that as well has a SOS feature. And that unit is $150, and once again, you have to subscribe to a monthly service. And I don't know if their service is gimmicky. One thing that I have read is that the service for these units is very intermittent. And the way the technology works is everything has to be lined up just perfectly for those messages to get to the ground station, because the way it communicates with satellites. I feel that it's more of a toy than a tool at this point. I think the technology needs to grow a little bit. And that's where I am with that. I was doing homework on those units and came across the 406 megahertz personal locator beacon. And I settled on this because this is a proven technology. This works on a totally different technology than the messengers. It's just, I had confidence in this. I remember seeing some figures in the 29,000 range. I saw a figure in the 33,000 range of people rescued by a device like this. Basically, it's a dead unit. You undo the antenna, point the antenna toward the sky, and hit the on button, and immediately it links with the satellites. The satellites get it to search and rescue, and search and rescue comes and picks you up. This is a serious device. This is not a toy. I would suggest, if you're going to buy one of these, to not let people mess with it. You register this with the government. Basically, it's identified to you, and you are ultimately responsible for this unit. There is no taking back a SOS out of this thing. When you fire it off, it goes to search and rescue, somebody will be coming and looking for this unit. You can turn it back off if you hold the power button down for 5 seconds, but somebody will still be looking for this unit. And if it is a false alarm, expect to have a hefty fine involved with it. They are not playing with these. And do not fire your unit off unless it is an absolute dire emergency. I would wait if you have enough food, enough water to get you through in a couple days. I would wait a couple days before you fire this thing off. I mean, some situations aren't going to allow for that. Like falling down in a crevasse or something along those lines. But this is an absolute last resort. With that said, I got some criteria I kind of graded this unit on. Function, reliability, user friendliness, flexibility, size, weight, durability, maintenance, and cost. And I'll briefly speak on those. Function, I would say that I gave it an above average function, just because of the way the technology works. I'm not going to go into it. It's kind of boring. It's very technical. But all I have to say is that it's a proven technology and it works. Reliability, I'd say it's very reliable because of the 406 megahertz. Once again, I'm not going to explain all that. There's a lot of information on the internet about how strong these work. They're saying it works in heavy canopy. There's reports of people falling down in crevasses and having them work. I'm not sure how, to what extent it can be underground or if it can even be underground at all. I don't have any first-hand experience with that. User friendliness, it is very user friendly. I mean, you just undo the antenna, point the antenna up, and fire the unit off. Can't get any more straightforward than that. Flexibility, this is not a flexible unit. It's pretty much a distress call. There is some service available where you use this test button on the side, and it interlinks with a different set of satellites, and it'll send a text message to or an email to your loved ones. I wouldn't use that because this is a semi-sealed unit, and it only has a certain amount of tests that can be done on a battery, and you have to send the battery in to get it replaced. I'm not too into that. If I wanted that capability, I would have gone with Spot or the DeLorme unit. Maintenance, I'd say it has a poor maintenance. Just for the fact it has to be sent in to have its battery changed. It has to be re-registered every 2 years. That's not a big deal to me. Yeah, you're going to have to make that decision for yourself, whether that's worth it for you or not. And the cost, it is an expensive unit. But like I said, what is life worth to you? I believe I paid $289 for this unit. I can't remember. I used my REI dividend check and a coupon, so I was able to get a little bit off of the total cost of it. But I really think that this is a solid product, and I would trust my life with it. And yeah, thanks.